right, lick number 13. This is a long one, so get ready. Okay, Chitlins, Concardi, Big Dukes. All right, key of A. All right, so it's a lot. So let's get going. We got to break it down. Now, the thing was, I wasn't going to include this one because the main idea here, what we're covering, the upward idea, is almost the same. It's actually different, though. The notes are the same. Okay, so what the other one was you go on the first one, you hold it longer. See that? Those three are, the first one's long, then the next one's come quick. You hold that one a little bit, right? But this one, the first three are quick, and you hang on this one, then you go at the last part. All right, you see the difference? I'll play it again. Watch. Here we go. We go. The other example was, and this one is, we hang on this one a little more. In the other example, we hang on this one a little longer. And on this one, we're going, hang on that one a little longer. You see that? Hear that? Whatever, feel that? Now, you'd say, oh, come on, big deal, whoop-de-doo. But so that's why, I wasn't going to include it. But then I heard, listening to it, I heard the setup of all the, the down-low idea, right? Root, minor third. Fourth, slide into fifth, and then getting the octave, the root on the seventh of the D string. So there's no flat seven in that line. It's just you're skipping that flat seven. Okay, then you follow it up. Flat seven, root, minor third, hammer onto the fourth, minor third, root. So it goes. Now we play minor third to fourth because we're going to the 4 chord. And then you go fourth, slide into fifth, catch the flat 7, back to the 4th, minor third, root. Let me see how we do it. Yeah, we go 4th, slide into the 5th, grab the flat 7th, then you slide from 5th to 4th. That's minor third to root, back minor third to, my mistake, wait. 4th, slide into 5th, flat 7, 5th, slide into 4th, minor third, 4th, minor third, root. There's 2 roots there. root, minor third. Then we do our idea. So it's fifth, flat seven, root, minor third, and then we slide again, minor third. So it's minor third, pull off to the root, then you get the flat seven on the D string, and then you come back to the root. Okay, so far. Now we go to the 4 chord. Here we go. We got the flat 7 up high. 2 of those. 5th, flat 5. 4th, minor 3rd, root. It's nice phrasing there. Okay, now that sets up this beautiful major 6 idea. Did you catch the odd note there? The way it sounds, right, folks? The way it sounds is totally different, right? That's great, you know. I think that's just so cool that it grabs your ear, right? Like, okay, so we do that. We go like this. Now we go 5th. We go back to the 5th fret. We grab the 5th, slide into the 6th. We jump back to the 5th, major 6th, flat 7. So we go 5th, major 6th, flat 7th, major 6th, 5th. Back to the 5th, 4th, 5th, minor 3rd, root. Now we do another one, 5th, slide into major 6. Let's see. So it's slide into the 6th, coming back in the 5th, 4th, minor 3rd, root, 5th, flat 7 to root. Then we play root, minor 3rds, kind of leaving it in the air, and now we go root, minor 3rd, 4th, 5th, sliding up, flat 7, root. Now you do 4th, slide into 5th, let them ring with the flat 7, then you go 4th and major 6, then minor 3rd and 5th twice. Ended on the root. Pretty cool. Full of all Jimmy Dawkins stuff, you know. This is what we're trying to get to, where we're covering we're breaking it up. We're kind of showing you different ideas that he uses all the time, and I'm giving you examples. But like when he comes down to it, he's mixing them all up. And I mean, it's just like depending on how you put them together, you know, you could just get endless solos. Endless stories that you're telling, you know. You got Down Low, right? You got the JD, you know, the number what's bread and butter, right? Minor third hammer into the fourth, but he plays this first. He just throws in the flat seven hammer onto the root. See how he disguises it a little bit by throwing the flat seven in there. Right, but it's basically right. He goes. We got this one all the time. That double stop, right? Fourth sliding a fifth in the flat seven. Kind of like lick number one. But he just throws this in before it. Now the upward idea. Now this is cool. That's different. It's kind of different in there. It's really going down from the minor pentatonic, throwing in that flat five in there. It's flat seven, fifth, flat five, two roots, and two minor thirds with a quarter step. Add a little sugar to that one, you know. See that? And you got the root right there. That's one of the different positions. We touched on it, but that's good to know now. You know where your minor pentatonic is, when the root's here. You know, go by the root, which is on the 14th of the G string. You get that with your second. So you got the root up here. A lot of times you bend the flat seven. Lick number one. Right there, right? Minor third hammer into the fourth. Minor third root is with the second. And then you got the major sixth idea, of course, right? You got a similar upward, right? Like a variation where you start on the root, minor third, fourth, slide into fifth, flat seven. Just going up the minor pentatonic with the most common shifting move, fourth to fifth. Get that with the second. So now you're in position with the flat seven. And now you get our double stop. You've seen those double stops, right? So, you know, it's funny because when I started this endeavor, is that the right word? Well, I was trying to figure out Jimmy's style and figuring out his solos, and I slowly would transcribe little by little. You know, in the beginning, it was really hard because I didn't know any of his tricks, any of his moves, any of his ideas that he uses. So everything was new. It was just like foreign, you know. And then after a while, I started to pick up this, the lick number one. He uses that all the time. That's why I called it his bread and butter. She's always falling into that. And then what happens is you start to recognize the other similar moves. And when you go to figure out a whole solo, it's not as hard as it seems because you kind of know it already when you know a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And then again, it's just the way he put it together. So I'm just kind of memorizing what idea comes first and what comes next, right? And it becomes easier. You know, I'm sure there becomes a point, for instance, that you could take some complex jazz guy like Charlie Parker or Wes Montgomery, you know, Dizzy Gillespie. Their vocabulary is large, but I'm sure when I've listened, sometimes I catch things that they play. I thought, oh, I've heard that before. He does that lick. So they have their moves too. It's just that it's, I guess you could say their encyclopedia is bigger. You know, it's deeper. It has more variations and different colors, different sets of notes that they play. To me, just playing the blues and you get that major six in there, when you're so used to hearing Jimmy playing minor pentatonic, when that comes in, it really, it's a really like eye opener, ear attention getter, you know, for me. But the jazz guys, you know, they're using so many different ideas, different ways of using the notes. But even them, my point is, even they have their go-to moves that they're doing all the time. And it's just a matter of listening closely and over. And when you start to dissect it, then you really start to understand it. Your mind understands what the ear is hearing, you know, and you can make some kind of sense of it. But anyway, you know, that I know this one was a long one. But basically, the reason why I was going to cut it out was, again, to touch on the difference. You got... And the other one was... The nuances, the details, the devil's in the details, my friend. All right, so that's that one. And I hope you enjoyed it. You get a lot of stuff out of that one. All right, so we'll get back on track to, I think we got maybe a couple more of these upward ideas. All right.